Hello. So we're going to continue with the Sacred Traveler Oracle messages because I think that there is something to that, and I'm gonna roll with it because, like I said before, if you've seen any of the other ones, I'll go where the energy takes me as long as it feels good. Speaking of the other ones, I made 3 of these already, and I'll put them in a playlist. But I'm thinking, and maybe I just didn't even consider this, but I'm thinking that whoever would see those videos, like whoever, obviously if you subscribe to the channel, you might have seen all 3. I don't even know how like YouTube works in that sense, but I'm thinking that everybody would just be shown all 3 and you could choose one based on, what I say, like title or your intuition or both. And then I realized that it may not work that way. So, and I feel like also too, part of these messages has been for me to release control even more. I feel like I probably said that in the intro of one of the other videos, but release control, allow things to unfold, exactly how they're going to unfold, because I do struggle with that. Without further ado, let's get into the message. Great. I think this is going to be the last one that I do for today. Was there one that flipped? I don't see any. Okay. Apparently not. So that was fast. We have fellow travelers. Support is all around you. And great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. Wow. Can't get more clear than that, huh? I mean, this could be like literal travel. It could just be trying something new. Fellow travelers, there's this there's this group, this anonymous group, called Adult Children of Alcoholics and Dysfunctional Families. And it's set up like anonymous groups, right? Like it has the STEP program, their sponsors, but they call each other travelers, which I think is so interesting. But back in like 2020, it had to have been 2020, they were doing their meetings on Zoom, and I attended a few of their meetings. I think it was like maybe on Sundays where it was the beginner ones. So it went through like their handbook. They have like a big red book too, but there was like 200 people on this Zoom every week. So, they would, at the beginning, they would go through their process, their procedures, and if you've ever attended an anonymous meeting of some sort, and then, they would send you out into breakout rooms, and you would be in a breakout room with like 10 or 15 people. And if you felt like sharing, you could. But I don't know, I just want to mention that because that was the first thing that came to my mind when I saw fellow travelers. But support is all around you. It's like, again, like the energy is available for you, whether that is like literal support from, friends, family, or if it's energetic support, like if you kind of feel like a push lately to, again, go out on a new path or even proceed on the path that you're on. What's so interesting here is I just recognized that there's a peacock here and then there's a white peacock. I wonder, are those rare? That's so interesting. We have the King of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. I'm not going to take that because, no, because I feel like that was operator error. If they want to come out again, they can. But I feel like that was my fault. That is way too... Oh my gosh. And look who was at the bottom. Four of Swords. That was like 10 cards. That's too many. We have the High Priestess. And then the Three of Cups. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's definitely some sort of support from other people here, because we also have the Three of Pentacles, which is collaboration with other people and maybe even some planning. So again, with this, support is all around you. It's interesting too, because with the Take a Risk, Venture Forward card, they're clearly on water. So this could have to do with traveling abroad. Maybe you're thinking about studying abroad. And it's also interesting to me too, because this person walking on this path, we don't know, for whatever reason, I just kind of got this feeling that there's water over here. It could be moving forward on this path, which will get you to this boat. It doesn't even have to be a boat. You don't have to be traveling by boat. It's just, the symbolism of traveling overseas. I mean, you could be traveling by boat. It doesn't have to be. But it is just very interesting to me that both of these cards are talking about moving forward. I wonder, let me just Google this white peacock, because I'm what is up with that? They're pretty. Albino peacocks are incredibly rare. What does it mean if you see a white peacock? In Buddhism, this bird symbolizes nirvana. In Hinduism, they're believed to bring luck and prosperity. White has a long symbolized cleanliness, purity of mind and spirit. It feels like to me that you're going to be discovering either something about yourself or just almost kind of stumbling into something incredible. And then, like I said, so we have the King of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Now, I don't know why I laid these down, because I'm I know I need to pick them up. The King of Wands. I love how this lion is even smiling. The King of Wands is actually Sagittarius. But there's a lion here, and that symbolizes Leo. Fire, nonetheless. But the king is the highest expression of the suit, right? And wands have to do with action, communication, passion, creativity, how we act on our creativity, how we express it, how we express our passions. They're also the entrepreneur of the tarot, because there's this sense of, creative freedom that the King of Wands wants. Kings are generally leaders also. So there's, an authority aspect to them, but it's like living by example. Like people see how you're doing things and it impacts them. It could even be that, whatever this is, it's going to like broaden your horizons and even allow you to see what the possibilities are for life, like in general. And then with the Three of Pentacles, like I was saying before, this has to do with collaboration, partnering with others, working with others. It's like, everybody has the same goal. Like they're working towards the same goal, but they all have their own jobs in order to do it. So it's almost like kind of group project-y, except in this group project, everybody is contributing. And then the Hanged Man talks about suspension, delay, seeing things from a different perspective. But this person has their eyes closed. Almost kind of looks like they're napping. So maybe you have been in this energy for a while of just kind of like breezing by, or just not necessarily like having like a sense of urge is how that feels. And maybe you don't even necessarily like need one. With support is all around you. It's like, these could be people that you meet. I mean, this could be somebody that you meet. This could be you, of course. Like if this is you, then that would be you taking steps forward. Like acting on your own behalf type of thing. Initiating is the word that's coming to mind. And then with the Three of Pentacles, with the support is all around you, it's like, linking up with the right people that can help you get the right resources, the right materials. Pentacles have to do it with our money, how we get it, how we spend it, how we save it. It's our time, it's our physical bodies also. Anything tangible, anything monetary. That's Pentacles. And then with the Hanged Man, it's like there might just be a period of time where like you have to wait for something to come through, or wait for like an application to go through, or it could even just be seeing this whole thing again, right, from a different perspective, because that is the Hanged Man energy. Is the whole reason for the delay, the whole reason for the suspension is to see things from a different perspective. But if there is something that seems a bit delayed, it will come through. And with the Great Adventure, take a risk, venture forward. We have the High Priestess, which is, I see the High Priestess as our like direct connection to our star player. This is, like aligned action. It's cups, so it has to do with our emotions. So acting from a place of emotional alignment. It could even be like, again, I just get this feeling of like discovering something, like discovering something deeper about yourself, or more like expansive about yourself, whatever this great adventure is. And I mean, it could literally be like the great adventure of life, right? But there's definitely this kind of deeper aspect to this. And then the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You'll see why I'm laughing like in a second. But the Three of Cups is literally support from others. Support is all around you. That could be your friends. It could be your family, platonic, it could be your, it could be your friends. It could be your family. What I meant to say was either biological or chosen family. But there is this celebration aspect to this card. So, people coming together, again with another three. We had the Three of Pentacles over there. So somebody, people coming together to share emotions with other people. This could be about community. It could be finding a new community. And then I was giggling because of the unknown card, which is literally like the sky is the limit. It's like we're not even meant to know beyond what is already out here on the table, because it's also kind of one of those things, like if we did know, then we would want to start getting controlling. Like we would want to control how things unfolded, which I mentioned in the intro is exactly what I was trying to do. But it's like there's a saying that I heard actually in one of the anonymous meetings about putting your hand in the cookie jar, which is about, control, or taking your hand out of the cookie jar, which is, releasing that control. And what is also awesome is behind the unknown card is the Ten of Pentacles, which is reaching a place of financial abundance. This is legacy. This is generational wealth. It's inheritance. It's building something that's tangible, building something monetarily that has sustainability too. And there's this castle back here, and then the Knight of Wands. Adventure. Great adventure. That is exactly what the Knight of Wands wants, is a great adventure. And then the World card behind there, the end of a cycle. This is beautiful. I'm going to leave it there. I think it was pretty clear. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.